It's a great pleasure to welcome Shri P.C. Mohan, Member of Parliament from Bangalore Central. So for those who have, not interacted with him, he is like very, very supportive of citizen causes. He has helped us. So many things, very, very approachable. So I, request that you should all interact with him sometime. Sir, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
It's also a pleasure to welcome Shri Lakshmi Narayana. He's a corporator and even more importantly, he is the chairman of the Standing Committee of Town Planning and Improvement in BBMP. Welcome, sir. So, sir, please come to the. So now we will have the session on the award the ISI awards. Yeah. So I will request Sangeeta to announce it. But first, maybe, sir, would you like to say a few words?
No, you let me.
Okay.
Let me listen to you.
So before that, sir, I'll just give an introduction about what's happening here. This mic is not working. But we can hear you. Yeah. So, sir, these are all representatives of apartment complexes or villa complexes across Bangalore, and they belong to the management committee of these apartment complexes, and we are gathered here to see that what are the initiatives and learnings that can be taken towards neighborhoods of tomorrow, which can be towards sustainability like waste management, water management, etc. It can be towards inclusivity, like what can be done with the domestic staff, helping them towards, betterment and all that. It can be about initiatives that are taken outside the apartment complex, like lake rejuvenation, all these things, where apartment residents can together help in those initiatives, and also in understanding the legalities. What are the compliances of apartment complexes, bylaws, and these kind of things, sir. So everyone you see here are representing apartment complexes. So any message that you would want to give will reach the residents of multiple apartment complexes. Anything you want to say, sir?
Thank you very much for the organizers calling me here.
Again, a disconnect.
Bottom there is a red button.
You can hear you, sir.
There is a red button ready.
Thank you very much for calling me here. Today, as you know that Member of Parliament Bangalore means I have about 20 lakh voters, 58 wards and 11 Gram Panchayats and 6 Jilla Panchayats. My constituency starts from Hoskote to Rajaji Nagar. It's very difficult for me to interact with each and every person. I always love to, in fact, interact with associations, resident welfare associations, and all committees like this. And I don't like to miss any of these kind of functions also, because it becomes impractical for me to meet everyone. So today I have come here, and today Bangalore has earlier some time back it had only bungalows and big houses. Today now the population has grown, and IT and other things sectors also have grown. So what happened? Apartment complexes have come up. Today, what I am hearing, apartments, and security is a must, because a lot of people come and go. The security is a must. One of my friends who was sitting, he was telling that they sleep in the afternoon. This watchmen. This I hear everywhere also. Wherever I have appointed, also the same problem. The problem is we pay the agency pays them 7,000-8,000 rupees. They work in the morning, night they come and sleep in the apartments or wherever we appoint. So we should see that, we also should increase their salary by 2,000-3,000 rupees. And agency also in turn, they should give them a good salary. Then we get some quality service from the watchmen. This I would like to tell, because my personal experience is I'm telling. And about other things like, neighborhoods, like looking after the lake regeneration and solid waste management. Lake development, around any lakes are there. Even in the Whitefield Rising also, last time they had made this thing also. They are improving a lake. Even for that lake also, I am giving my Member of Parliament fund of 50 lakhs rupees I am giving for the development. lot of residents association apartment complex are there. Please let me know anything. You can contact me directly. I'll give my mobile number also. You can contact me directly. Any fund you require, either it may be for the park, it may be for the school, it may be school computers you require. Anything I can do it from my member of parliament fund. You please let me know. I'll definitely do it also. And even for the right to, and like we all know that Whitefield has grown beyond our expectation. It is going to grow again and again. I have about 20 lakh voters. I am expecting another 10 years. The Whitefield itself will have 10 lakh voters because there is the only place where lot of again apartments are coming, and it can the scope for to grow. So there was a need for the railway station also. Very well. For the Moody railway station, first time in the country, I have only MP, you can say, Bangalore Central MP built one railway station on MP fund, 1.76 crores, which it is working. I am building that. Anything, whatever I am doing with that, I am taking everybody's suggestion now. I always tell wherever I go for the meeting, I always tell, even for this meeting also, I requested the lady who called me, call all the elected representatives. He is from a different party, I from a different party. For this meeting, I requested him, you come, we'll also, because if there's any problem in this area, we can always sort out. Like this, we all work together. Once in 5 years, we ask different parties, we go and ask for votes. After that, all parties are same, we would like to work for the constituency. Any other suggestion, anything we want for the constituency from my fund, you can always call me directly on my mobile. Unless I'm in some dais, I don't pick up the phone. Otherwise, I'll directly pick up the phone and answer you also. And you all know that even for the suburban train also, I have spoken in this time also in the parliament also. I'm stressing in the Bayapanahalli station also we want to improve, so that whatever Bangalore we are facing a lot of traffic problem also. So this will help a lot, and we are doing the best. Any other suggestions also you can give it to me, and a lot of associations you come here also. Anytime, whenever you have a meeting, at least 1 week or 10 days earlier, you can tell me. I will also would like to come, whether it is an apartment complex or a resident welfare association. You call me, I would like to come and join also. And here, if there is any problem, and I would like to solve the problem also. Thank you very much for giving me.
Sir, you may have heard a lot of times that management committee members, they do a lot of selfless work. But then hardly ever there is a appreciation that comes for that work. So we from Apartment Adda, we have an award called Rise High Award. So the motto of the award is that the builder makes the high rise, the community makes it rise high, right? So this is the second year that we will be giving the award, and that is one thing that we would really like you to, honor us by giving that. So Mr. Krishano will give a little background, and we will invite the winner.
So sorry, just pardon me, I have a cough developed. So, maybe. So the thing is, as San was mentioning that, yes, this is the second time we are giving the Rise High Award. And this is India's only award which celebrates and recognizes the various neighborhood initiatives which are taken by apartment complexes, be it inside the apartment complex or even outside the apartment complex, right? So this year we reached out to all our users across the country. We got 200 plus submissions. Among that, around 35 were shortlisted. And couldn't take the decision, so we had an independent jury set up, and one final winner emerged, who is Blue Ridge, Pune. So we have Dr. Praveen. Dr. Praveen, yeah, hi. So we have Dr. Praveen who has come. He is a representative of Blue Ridge, and he is going to take the award, the Rise High Award. And give the award to Dr. Praveen. I am going going to talk a bit detail in later about the various initiatives that they are doing.
You can tell what is, we can also hear, we are
Sorry, we can talk about it, sir.
I can.
You can add it. I'm not the right person because I don't represent the management committee. I'm just the
No,
resident.
sir, that's everything, India Pone.
I'm just the resident of Blue Ridge, Pune. I was staying there for 1 year and I just moved to Bangalore. And since I'm in Bangalore, so I was representing the Mancom committee to take this award. But I can say that since I was living there for 1 year, see Blue Ridge, the name comes from, the Blue Mountains, which is there in the North Carolina in US. So the Blue Ridge apartment is surrounded by mountains. It is a beautiful place. It is a nature's beauty. And builder has, as he said, you pointed out that he has raised a lot of high, big towers. But it's important for Mancom or management committee to make sure that the apartment complex is very living neighborhood and all those aspects of pollution and cleanliness. So I think our management committee, of course, they have taken a lot of help from the apartment Adda, and they have worked. So they have worked a lot. We have a fantastic waste management system. If you go, if you happen to visit Pune, I would urge you to visit that complex. And when you come, you will feel that you are very different. You come from different part of the world. That's what you will see once you enter that. Even we don't allow our shops inside to give anything in the plastic bags. So that's very, it is very religiously followed. Very once you do that, as a residents, we all are responsible, and everyone takes pride to make sure that the apartment is managed the way it has to be managed. And it is not just that, okay, it's not my, once I put my garbage in the dustbin, it's not my responsibility. Let the management committee take care and I pay the maintenance for that. So that attitude is not there. Everyone is responsible for that. And that's what I can say about the management committee. I think I may not be the right person to justify them what they are doing the great work. But Kishan, you can add.
So I'll just quickly add to what Dr. Praveen was saying. These are inputs that I got from Mr. Tanmay, who is the secretary there in Blue Ridge. So they have a lot of initiatives that they are doing. Say for example, one that he is saying is, when everybody moved into the apartment complex, they saw that the elderly people, they are having a very difficult time to communicate and interact and getting together. So they put together a different room for only the elderly people, and they called it the Parivartan room. And they first started with putting newspapers together, and then it slowly developed that people started donating books. It became a library. Now it has like more than 400 books, and it's a library come a newspaper reading place where the lot of the elderly people hang out. And now what has happened is, recently there was a inter-society community dance competition where the senior citizens, they participated and won the dance competition. Right? So, then what, again, another great thing that they have done is, they have asked all the residents to donate their recyclable wastes to the association. And the association, they sell it, they gather money from it, and that money they are keeping aside to help for higher education of the domestic staff children, the meritorious children. Again, they were telling that they had an amount of electricity spent which is more than 12 lakh per month because of the huge apartment complex. They really wanted to do something about it. They replaced everything with LED lights. They put motion sensors in the basement parking. So in the basement parking, you see it's like a bit dark, so you have to keep the lights open like 24/7. So with the motion sensors, around 80% of the time, the lights will be off. But people will really not see the difference because when people come in, they see it's on, right? So that's how they reduced everything, and now they are trying to implement solar panels, where they are telling that they have plans to go entirely self-sufficient with respect to electricity. And by 2017, the implementations are on. By 2017, they are going to go totally energy self-sufficient. And in another 2 years, they are going to even recover the costs of the capital expenditure that they are undertaking right now. So, small brief on some of the great work that they are doing. Maybe I'll talk a bit later in detail about the other entries also and other stuff which, other various stories that we got. But right now, that's it. That's a small brief on
With respect to senior citizens, so many senior citizens wanted to learn computers, so one of the volunteer resident, he decided that he will take a class for all these senior citizens in that room. So there are around 60 to 70 senior citizens, all are 60 plus, till almost 85. And all of them attend those computer classes and they are learning, and this volunteer is helping them on the weekends to learn the computers and all the high-tech gadgets. So that's one of the aspects.
That's something I missed out. Sorry for adding. Thank you, Dr. Praveen, for coming all this way. Yes.
We would also request corporators, since you have come, please say a few words.
Good morning, Honorable. I am very happy all the apartments have come together. Definitely it will help a lot. See, after assuming my office as a corporator, I just visited Ranka Heights. Ranka Heights, they have got a daily dump. Not even one kg of wet waste goes outside. It is converted as a manure. It will be planting by them only. That is the greatest thing. First impressed my heart. So that has to be happened not only in gated communities. It should happen outside the single units. No, that it has to happen. If this happens, definitely Bangalore will be a very beautiful city. This is our city. We have to live on this city. We have to be in this city. See, farmers, why they are not taking all this garbage? Because plastics is there. Previously, about 50 years back, 40 years back, they used to fight to get this corporation garbage. Nowadays, they are rejecting it because of the plastic. So once we eliminate this plastic, definitely we'll have a good thing. And widening of roads, that is the biggest problem. As a town planning chairman, I always recommend this road has to be widened, that road has to be widened, all circle has to be, signal-free corridors has to be done. See, Pina flyover is there, Electronic City flyover is there, Mysore Road flyover is there. In our road, from Domlu to Hoskote, there is no flyover. If that comes, definitely we'll be from Whitefield to Domlu, MG Road, we'll be reaching by 20 minutes. Now it takes 2 hours. Is it true or not? Yes. That I have recommended. This has to be done on Warford. Like this road and KR and other roads. Bannerghatta Road has to be also be done. Any functions we have to attend Bannerghatta Road, we feel saddened. Full half day is gone. So that is the thing. So now all initiatives have been taken. Let us see by another 3 or 4 years something good has to be happened. I hope everything, and until all people cooperate, definitely some good things will be happening. Yes, ma'am.
I want to say that in today's age where technology has developed so much, BBMP uses the crudest technology to build flyovers. They pile concrete blocks like Lego block and cast a road over it which is full of bumps. Now you go to any, you look at China, which was empowered us 40 years ago. They do beautiful flyovers with thin pillars. So please go to some designer and do your flyovers.
Definitely, I admit it. There is no.
You are ruining the beauty of the city.
Yes.
It is very true. Very true.
I would just like to say that we cannot debate building flyovers, widening roads. But please do not forget trees.
All the trees are going.
Please plan a space for trees in every road, every development that you do around the city. We tend to take note of everything but the trees. And as a human being, as a citizen, you go out on the road which has trees. That was the beauty of Bangalore. We should thank our, elder citizens of Bangalore who planted each and every road and made it into a tree-lined avenue. All those powder puff trees and rain trees, what we call and whatnot. the avenues. Please let us remember that.
Definitely, ma'am, good suggestion.
Let us
We'll
get,
definitely
when we
look at that.
give sanction for a layout, let us first make sure that has the builder or developer dedicated 5 feet space to build, plant trees, then only give sanction to that layout.
Unless rainwater harvesting is not taken by every
If you
single
plant
house,
trees, everything
if that is
becomes
done,
all right.
definitely
Everything becomes
water.
all right.
See, we have to.
I understand you actually in the name of development, especially in
First
national
thing,
highway.
first thing goes out.
Lakhs of trees have been cut. Definitely, we all should take part of that. Definitely, in fact, any group, if they want to join me, from next month itself, we will start planting the trees. And not only planting them, we'll have to look after also. Some group, they come and join me. Rest all help, I'll also do it. Anybody can join also. I'm ready to do it. It's a good suggestion also to ma'am. And one more thing, what has happened, the madam was talking about the flyovers also. Of course, our consultants were in BBMP was wrong, whatever. Even you can see the Richmond Circle flyover also. First time in the world you can see there was a two-way traffic in the this thing also. It was badly designed. What I feel, in fact, some time back only I had said, the consultancy who does a mistake, that fellow should be jailed. See what happens, we are not engineers. All politicians are not engineers. All politicians are not expert in all the fields. We go to some consultant. Consultant does a mistake. We only should make a law. In fact, I have suggested the opposition leader also this time. Any consultant who makes a wrong design, let him go to jail. Because and we have to listen from the people. So the thing also, we have taken up this flyover matter very seriously, ma'am.
Sir, one question from my end. Thanks for being here. Sir, if you see the corridor, the Marathali to Iblur corridor, it is full of companies. Same is with Banarpeta Road as well. Now, so much permission has been given up for office space in these areas. And if you see, the condition of roads there and, the kind of traffic, I mean, just to take a U-turn, we have to waste 1 hour in the
Sir,
evening.
White Mahadevpura area, what I told you, there is a unexpected growth is there. Another 5-10 years, I tell you, another 10 lakh people are going to shift into this particular area, Whitefield and all this area. Because there is a lot of urbanization is taking place, especially that village side and all, it has become totally urban. So now what has happened, one end the government cannot say that we will stop sanctioning the plans. We cannot say. But only the thing, we have to develop the infrastructure in a war footing basis, that we are all trying our best. Even a lot of associations also that side have come forward and join hands also. We'll have to think of improving the infrastructure, not stopping the construction.
Absolutely, so we cannot do that. What my point was, that road, it's in such a pathetic situation, and with the rains coming in, soon after some time. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, I cannot say much.
In fact, I am representing Bangalore from almost 20 years. I was 2 terms MLA, 2 terms MP. I have been fighting with all the governments saying that Bangalore generates 70% of the revenue of the whole state. Bangalore, image should be good, and Bangalore you should give more funds. We have been fighting this for a long time. Whichever government comes, they give equally, they distribute the funds. That is what the problem, because Bangalore requires a lot of funds. We are generating maximum number of revenue also. 70% of the revenue generated here only. But this year also we met Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and asked him to give more funds for Bangalore. The funds has to come more. Then only this problem can be solved. Anyway, we are fighting for it. The things are improving.
So let's take one last question, please.
If the major growth is coming, I live in Sarjapur Road. There is one single bus which goes to the KR market. Outside of that, there is literally no bus service. If I need to come to my to an office on Outer Ring Road, there is no bus. If I need to come to Indranagar, there is no bus. It is just not connected by public transport. So people who want to take a bus, there is no plans. I think in the next phase also of metro, that metro will come. This area will grow. Every day we are looking at a building which is 1,500 houses. When we are sanctioning all these buildings, we know that this all growth is going to come. Already, I mean, just to come out of a building, it takes us 10 minutes. Why is there no plan to do public transport, which is the easiest and one of the cheapest ways to take care of it?
No, just to add to that, there are 2 issues. One is BMTC actually does not encourage citizens to replace their private transport with public transport. I'll give you one example. in the peak period, they withdraw the Volvo buses and assign it to software companies. There are hardly 4 people in each bus. Okay, the conductor actually reads a newspaper, and I have seen people, sitting like this, back to back, and at the same time, there are people out there who are actually trying to get a Volvo bus. They are not getting the Volvo bus because all of them are sucked out of the system at the peak hour. Later on, the same people have to, rush into. If you see any Banashankari to Civic Board bus, it will be jam packed. There is no standing space. So why this, and this is all done in the name of tourism. These bus routes are run as tourist route. It's not a commuting route. So why this is done? And all these software companies are right on the ring road. Actually, they don't need extra buses. They can come out and catch a going Volvo bus. So this is not reasonable. Secondly, this suggestion came out of the LCTA. The LCTA actually offered BMTC that we can give you database where we know where our employees are staying and where from they are coming. Okay, so to fro, the entire cloud picture can be created, and that actually can help them in setting up the bus routes at specific times. So that specific routes can be run, the people get to go to their homes and then back, and they don't have to take their cars. That's not happening. So what is happening is BMTC runs its own system.
No, sir, one thing I tell you, even the traffic, even for carpooling system and all these things, our additional commissioner Salim was interacting with all the IT people also for his carpooling system. The buses, wherever there is a shortage, you just give us a list. See what happens, Whitefield means, what is happening, people, the transport department listens to IT for various reasons, because they are employers, so they give the data there. So what are that, you have any specific problem, you write it to me. And one more thing, if the electronic city people or whatever this side Whitefield people, they want to have an interaction, I'll bring Ramling Reddy, transport minister, we can have an interaction with
I went to BMTC traffic general manager.
Yes,
He's not ready to entertain this kind of mutual.
No, you tell me, sir, you take my phone number, you call me, I'll fix up an appointment with Ramling Reddy. I'll assure you.
So I think, sir, this is where we can keep going on, sir. Just please. Okay. I think what is, yeah. No, it is very relevant. Sir, see, I think this is very relevant, and I think there is a good thing happening here where there are federation of associations happening. Like Greater Whitefield has its own federation which represents that entire area. Like that, I think Sarjapur is also having. Yes. So I think it is great if these things can be brought together and then represented not as an apartment complex or single resident, but as an area. I think then it becomes very organized and true solutions can be worked on, if I'm right, sir. Achha. So we are 2 panels delayed, sir. We are holding up the inspector, so I'm worried the crime in city will go up. Yes, sir. True. So it is really nice of you to be patiently answering. Yeah.
I'm just asking the government if there is any place for senior citizens. I want to build something for senior citizens in my fund. I've got an idea also now, talking to them.
Very nice.
Great.
Yeah. So I think there should be a bigger round of applause because, we didn't expect the open house that you had given, sir. No, thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, you have to be out.